What's up, YouTube? And thank you for tuning into the Millennial Cashflow channel. Based on one of our previous videos, we received a comment asking for us to create content about how to send off items to Amazon. So today, I'm going to show you step by step on what you can do to get your items sent to the Amazon warehouses and get this money. So let's go ahead and get started. So at first, I'm going to show you how to list things through the Amazon Seller mobile app, and then we'll transition to actually going into the Amazon Seller dashboard to send off your items to Amazon. My Amazon Seller Central mobile app. So here's the item that I plan to list. I'll scan the barcode, select the item. So here I'm checking to see what the different prices are that other people have it listed for. Now I'll click the top portion of that bar to actually see what the fees will be. So this particular item, I paid $9.99 at Kohl's. So now you can see there my profits will be about $11.39 minus whatever the shipping costs should be. So on this screen, that's where you go ahead and would put your price that you plan to sell it for. And so for here, I'm going to match the buy box price of $31.97, and then select the condition is new. And then you want to make sure the fulfillment button is checked for Amazon will ship this item unless you want to fulfill it yourself. And then save and finish. So after your items have been listed, you're going to want to go to your Amazon Seller Central dashboard and then click the menu button up top, and then inventory, and then manage FBA inventory. A quick tip that I learned, and it's probably going to be useful for you since you're going to be probably visiting you're managing your FBA inventory quite a bit. Go ahead and just pin that on the right hand side, like I'll do there, but for your manage FBA inventory, so that way it'll always be on your home screen of your Amazon Seller Central dashboard. So I'll just go ahead and click that link now. It'll now take you to the page where it's listing out all of the items that you've listed in the past. But at this point in time, we're going to want to go ahead and identify or find the items that we want to send off to Amazon. And for me, it's the Monster Jam Sparkle Smash Monster Truck that I purchased at Kohl's for $9.99. And so I'll check that box there, and then you'll see a pop-up that says action on the number that you've selected. So for me, it's 1. I'll click that button and click Send Replenish Inventory. So once you've done that, you're now going to want to go down and find the item that you just checked and that you plan to send off to Amazon. For me, mine should be on page 2. And as I mentioned before, it's the Monster Jam's Sparkle Smash Monster Truck. And so I'm going to identify the number of units that I'm planning to send, which for me is 3. I plan to label this item myself, so at this point I'm pretty much done. But for you, you may be wanting to choose the option for Amazon to label it if you don't have labels or you don't intend to do so. And when you do that with Amazon, they'll go ahead and charge you 55 cents per unit. Initially, I was doing that, but the thing that I identified was that this is costing me way too much when I'm sending off 30 and 40 items at a given time. And you can do the math on that. That's going to be a lot more money than I was, coming out of my profits that I wasn't planning to happen. For this item, I didn't need any prep, but for you, if you do need some type of prep on the things that you're sending off, you can click the no prep button and identify whether it's adult apparel on a hanger, baby products, etc. For me, I'll keep it as no prep needed. And I'll save that, and again, I'm labeling it, so I'll click, labeled by seller, save there. So once you've identified how it's getting prepped or whether it's required or not. And the unit labeling, for me, it's being labeled by me, the seller. You'll get this button that says ready to pack. So I'll click that button. And now you'll see ready to pack, modify or remove. You can change your settings if you need to with this button here. Or if you need to remove that listing and you inadvertently clicked ready to pack for the wrong item. So another thing, I don't have it in this situation, but every once in a while you'll get something down here that says expiration date for a specific item that you plan to send off. For this, I will look on the product itself to identify if it has an expiration date, and if it does, I go ahead and include that expiration date. But for something like this, it's eyelash growth serum, I'll do a little research from time to time to identify what the normal expiration date is. But for the most part, if a company didn't put an expiration date on it, they didn't intend for an expiration date. So in that situation, I usually put it out about 2 years. So I'll put my March 31st and then 2024. So certain items, if you're within 90 days or so of it expiring, it's probably not even worth sending off to Amazon. But for for things that are a year or so out, that's probably a good thing to do. Just go ahead and set that expiration date and send it off to Amazon. So for this one, I have now 1 unit or 3 units of one item ready to ship. And if you're printing all your own SKU labels like I am, you can now click this button here, and then it'll give you, you'll be able to choose the different labeling styles or dimensions that you have. For me, the standard is what I currently have, and so go ahead and click print all and download. And I usually open it up just to check. Boom. There you go. Now I got my 3 labels that now I'm gonna go ahead and print off and label up my items. Once you've downloaded and opened and just verified your labels, now you're ready to print and label up your items. So now I'll go ahead and show you how I label things. So usually I either try to cover up the barcode, but in this situation, I'm gonna go ahead and just cover up this $9.99 that I have listed here that I paid for. And so now, once you've done with that, you're ready to box it up. So once you've printed your labels, you can now go to the step that says pack individual units. In this step, obviously I have 1 item to ship off, or 3 units of that 1 item. And so for me, everything will fit into that 1 box. But what you may see here, let's say you're sending off 30 or 40 items, there may be 3 or 4 different packing groups, because some of your stuff may be going off to different Amazon facilities. So just kind of, you can look here to see what items go in what box. A tip that I've learned is that, if you have more than 1 packing group, you should probably label those boxes, because on later steps when you're printing off your labels, you'll print them off by the label number, and it's just easier to pair with the items that you've already numbered. So here I'll go ahead and click continue or confirm. Now that I measured my box dimensions, go ahead and put them in here. And now my box weight, mine came out to 5.5 pounds 1 ounces. So I'm just gonna round down, but my rule of thumb that I use, if for some reason my box is like 5 pounds 10 ounces, I usually tend to round up. But here it was close enough to where I'm just gonna put 5 pounds. You'll click confirm. And then now that you've confirmed again that all your items are in the box that you intend them to be in and they're sorted appropriately, you'll click confirm and continue. So now you'll select the date that you intend to ship your items. Today, I'm gonna ship mine today, so I'll go ahead and click the 16th. And you'll again be able to confirm the units that you're planning to put in the particular boxes. So for me here, and this is now the third time that this has happened to me, I have zero shipping costs. I don't know if there's an Amazon promotion. I may have to do a follow-up video to kind of do some research into this, but this is now the third time that I have not had to pay Amazon anything for sending off my items. So if somebody else knows what's going on and find out before I do, please hit me up in the comments and let me know what's going on. I am not complaining by any means, and I will take this free shipping via UPS. So now I'm going to accept the charges and confirm my shipping, which is $0 for me. I hope you get the same. Final step. So now you'll go ahead and print the labels that you have set. Again, kind of like the SKU labels that you could print off. Here you can change the sizes to reflect your labels. So for me, I use the US letter size labels. So I'll go ahead and select that and click print. And you'll print you off two labels, right? The first label is going to be your UPS ground label, and the second one is for more internal Amazon FBA labeling. So once they process your items, they'll know what's in the respective boxes. So once you've printed your label and taped up and labeled your box, the last and final step is either to set up your UPS pickup for them to come pick up your box to send off to Amazon, or you to take it to your local UPS store to ship off. And from here you could start to track your details here. I usually do this just to confirm, and then I go ahead and go to shipping queue. And here you should see your respective item is ready to ship. So here's another tip you can do. You can start to track your shipments via the Amazon shipping queue. And it'll go ahead and break down where you are in the process, whether your shipment's been created, is in transit, delivered, checked in, received, or shipment closing. Well, that's all for our video today. And again, if for some reason you've done some research and you can tell me why I'm paying $0 for shipping nowadays, please hit me up in the comments and let me know. It's a pleasant surprise, but I'm loving it. That's all I have for you guys today. Thank you for tuning in. And if you would like to see more Millennial cash flow content, please like and subscribe. It helps the algorithms kind of prioritize our items and help us get more content out there. Come back for more, and let's get this money.